Hi guys, Jurassic Junkie here, and I'm back on the sauce. Welcome to the Friday Night Rant. So yes, the 2 weeks have passed now, and I am back on my beloved sauce. Jack Daniels for today. I would have loved it to be honey, but beggars can't be choosers. At the end of the day, it's nice to have a bit of liquor in my system. So, Jack Daniels and Coke. Oh, I just don't think I can go on. I just want to sit here and enjoy that. And play Hotline Miami because I'm just addicted to it. I've said good things about it, and the first thing I actually want to point out is it's normally $6.99, but for this weekend it's $3.49 and it's been chopped in half, so if you want to get it, go get it now. And that game is just, I don't know why, even just the simplest moments of my day, as soon as I hear that noise, it just changes, man. I want to kill stuff. So yeah, that game has got me a little too deep, but yeah, very enjoyable game. Definitely check it out. So the first thing I'll talk about this week is Nintendo. Obviously they've done the direct conference kind of thing and said a few bits and bobs, and there's a few things in it that's maybe gone and there's a few things that maybe gone good to see. The first thing I actually want to talk about is the Legend of Zelda Wind Waker, which is now being remade, and soon as that come out, I didn't watch the conference. I tend not to. Because Joe's a massive Nintendo fan. As soon as they're done, I get my direct information from her. And as soon as she told me there was remaking a Zelda game, I was just like, why? Why? You got a brand new console, and you've shown us a tech demo of what Zelda could look like, and yet you launch it without Zelda, and then you say the word Zelda followed by remake again. I'm like, no, just make one. But it does sound like there actually is a Zelda game in the works which is set for the future, so we don't know much information about that, but for now it looks like we are getting a remake. And to be fair, the remake does look very, very nice. But again, I just feel new stuff, please. I don't mind the idea of buying your console, just give me a reason to buy one. And on top of that, they've actually turned around and says they will be doing a Mario 3D game, so a guess would hopefully say Super Mario Galaxy 3. Because if that's the case, Super Mario Galaxies feel different enough Mario game for me to enjoy them, because I don't like the just Mario this, Mario coin, Mario, oh god, there's that much stuff, but the Galaxies do feel different enough to actually be a different game, if you understand me. So I hope we do get to see number 3, because to be fair, that's probably going to put a lot of pressure on me from Joe saying please, we need it. And on top of it, Mario Kart, which yes, this is what we wanted from the start. We want these games. So now it feels like there's more of a reason to actually go out and buy a Wii U now, which I think is good, because I'm not saying that I definitely want one, but give me a reason to want one. Give me a reason to debate in my own head, because at the moment there's no debate. It's just like, no, I don't want one. There's not enough games there. But now little seeds are starting to hatch in my head, so you're doing good, Nintendo. On top of that, I said many moons ago on the Friday Night Rant that when the Wii U was hacked, it said that there was a Yoshi Land style game coming out, and that kind of just said, well, there's a Yoshi game coming out, and no one knew what it was. Well, now it's actually been released. That is some Kirby Epic Yarn style Yoshi thing, which to be fair looks kind of good. I'm not going to buy it, definitely not, but that's something that Joe probably enjoys, so good, more games, can't moan. And on top of all that, they're actually going to be releasing the Virtual Console so we can play NES and SNES games and stuff like that. And normally, when it had the Virtual Console and stuff like that on the Wii, I wasn't particularly bothered about it, because a lot of retro fans will know that playing big games on big screens kind of takes it away. That's why we like the old CRT monitors and stuff like that. But the idea of actually doing it on the Wii U I think is kind of cool, because I wouldn't actually mind playing a lot of the old classic games on the actual controller. I think the idea of kicking back and let somebody actually own the TV while you actually just sit there and play old classic games on the controller is a quite nice feature, so I'm looking forward to that. They've said on top of it, which is kind of I don't know if I'm happy or not about it, but they were saying if you pre-purchase these virtual games on the Wii and you transfer them across, then you have to still buy them again from the Wii U store, but you'll get them at a discount. So the idea of giving people a discount on games that you've already purchased, kind of cool. I would prefer to see them actually free, but I understand that you got to get your development money back because you've probably altered it for the new control system and stuff. So I'm kind of like that with that one. But no, idea of more content and more stuff on the Wii U is always good. So the next thing I want to talk about is something I want to mention before I do forget, and it's the Elder Scrolls big MMO style game that we spoke about in the past. Have actually now released a trailer. Now this trailer's got nothing to do with the actual in-game graphics or anything like that. It just kind of sets up the factions of the different people in there, and the trailer's very interesting and I enjoyed it. I am actually really looking forward to this game. Now, a lot of you might think that's a bit weird because I did bash Skyrim. Now, again, this is my own opinion, but I just felt it was wooden and I wasn't immersed enough, and it was just one of the reasons why I didn't like the game. But the thing is, when you take out, because the idea of Skyrim is to just drop you by yourself, sandbox, off you go. But obviously, when you introduce the side of an MMO, you're not bothered about being immersed as a single player character. You're going to be running around with your groups, and to be fair, that's what I can't wait for out of the actual franchise. So I'm really looking forward to it. But the reason for me talking it is they actually are allowing you to sign up for beta. Now, when you actually fill the beta process form in, it is actually a bit bigger than normal ones, just saying what's your email, they want to know your age, you want to know your sex, they want to know what games you've played previously, why they should pick you, are you a part of the press, so lots of different questions, because obviously they want to tailor make the beta groups depending on what they want at the time. So I just filled it in as honest as I possibly could, and hopefully I'll get picked. But the link is down below if you actually want to be one of the beta testers. Fill the form below, and hopefully all of us will be playing on this soon. So the big thing I actually want to talk about is THQ. We said that it was actually going to go under, and hopefully it was actually going to float a bit, and some people and this and that, and it's kind of gone, no, we f***ed really, so let's sell off all our assets. And the dividing has started. Now, some of these things aren't 100%, but it looks like it's going to happen. Obviously, it's all behind closed doors at the moment, and lots of powers and money being pushed back and forth. But what we're looking at is Sega have agreed to purchase Relic, which I think is awesome. I actually do like the idea of Sega purchasing that, and on top of it, all I'm going to say is, Sega, if you own Relic now, I bet it's about time to brush this thing off and get a new one out. Just a pro tip for you there, Sega. Koch Media said that they're actually going to purchase the Metro. Crytek here in Nottingham have actually agreed they're going to take on Homefront, and I think that's pretty damn awesome. And as you see in that photo there, in the Nottingham office there is actually a nano suit, and I swear one day I will go through town drunk and smash through that window and steal it. So if there's a nano suit behind me, chances are Crytek are missing one. Now, this is the best bit out of all of it. I always wanted Ubisoft to grab some of that pie, and they've actually taken it on South Park Stick of Truth, which is awesome. I can't wait for that game. I love Ubisoft. I love Ubisoft's idea of the Uplay system, so that's obviously going to get built in South Park, so you can get extra achievements for free and stuff like that. So I think that's really, really good. And the best thing about it, there's not been any EA news saying they've actually done it, because they've already taken on UFC. At the very start, that got sold off. EA was straight in there. But I actually thought EA might just come in and swoop the old lot up, because they just want to take over everything, and once they own the old world, they'll just sell it to us at twice the price. But no, EA wasn't around, which is absolutely great news for us. So, I wanted to have a little chat about Sony. And Ico are pretty pissed off with Sony. Not Ico the game, but Ico the Information Commissioner's Office. Nailed it. Remember a couple of years ago when the Sony network went down, and then all the information went out and people thought it was getting hacked and it was fraudulent, and did it actually happen, and the system was down and all that crap happened? Well, I know that's blown over and Sony want to forget about it, but Ico don't. They've been investigating all along, saying who's to blame and what's at fault, and they've turned around and the findings say the entire hacking would have been preventable if the software was up to date, passwords was not securely protected, and at the very least put them at risk of identity theft. So they kind of actually said, Sony, it was all your fault, and because of this we're going to fine you £250,000. So £250,000 they're being fined for cocking up. This is obviously just to affect the UK residents. I don't know if anyone else is doing any other cases against them or not, but we shall soon find out. Well, might not soon find out, it might take another year because it was a very long process. But the point is, they're saying, you are bad, Sony, give us £250,000 for f***ing up. And Sony says, no, we are going to fight this and we're going to go to court. Which I think is a bit really, because Sony f***ed up. We all know they did. And not only did they f*** up, they actually didn't tell the people soon enough. They could have actually tried to go out and protect themselves, change credit card details, check the bank statement, see if there's any fraudulent activity. And they was late to do that. It took them a long time to repair the network, which fair enough, I couldn't tell you how long of that would actually take. So I can't chuck my 2 cents on that. But the point is, it was all kind of handled bad. And then on top of it, they should go, yeah, we did bad, and yeah, it's £250,000. It's not that much for Sony. And they're turning around and going, no, we wanted the wrong, and they're going to fight it, which I just think stupid. They should just pay it. So yeah, Sony are fighting Ico. So something I actually wanted to point out at the very start of this video is this is going to be a quite small Friday night rant, simply because I don't know if any of you know, but some people have been very lucky in life. For instance, they have this thing called central heating, and for 3 years this house has been central heating free. So with the snow out there at the moment, it is freezing in this house, and we've managed to get enough money together to actually pay for somebody to put heating in. So I'm going to have to start ripping up all the carpets, moving all the stuff out of the office and everything, ready for the builders to come in. So I'm going to have this video quite short today, and I hope that everything will be back to normal, ready for next Friday Night Rant, but it's going to take them over the next 5 working days to get it all sorted, and things could go wrong, so I don't know. So if I'm not here on Friday, it's because either A, they're still working, or a gas leak killed me. So before we go into the question of the week, I just want to leave you a really nice puff piece. What it is for once the media have actually highlighted something good about gaming, because as you know, the media love to say, oh, gaming makes people shoot people, they make this and they make that, and they just piss and moan. And we know, I hope you know, that the media just talk absolute shit, and they just do it to just get people to tune in or to sell papers, because that's what they are. They just want to sell crap to make you look at it, and I don't trust the media at all. But it is nice to see them actually do a nice spin on gaming for once. And the thing I'm actually talking about is a lady by the name of Hilda Knott, and she is 85 years old and she's a gamer. And I actually thought straight away, you're going to probably see an old lady on a Wii remote like we did when the Wii first come out. But no, she is rocking Grand Theft Auto 4 and running over people, which is absolutely awesome. And she says that she's been playing games for 40 years and she enjoys it and it keeps her active. So at that age, I've seen elderly people that have aged badly, and that's because they kind of just sit back and let it happen. And I've also seen people that have actually kept themselves mentally active, to playing Sudoku, doing different things, you know what I mean, just being more alert. And you can tell in them, they look a longer person. The actual brain is a younger brain, and it is, your brain's a muscle and it needs to be worked out as much as it can. And I think that's why I don't pay for a TV license and I don't watch TV, because I think TV's terrible. People come in from work and sit and the brain just turns off and they just stare at the screen. And I think if anything, I think gaming's great for your brain. I think books are great for your brain, and I just love the idea that this old lady is running around people in Grand Theft Auto to keep her brain active, and it is working because she looks a very nice, alert old lady. And to be fair, without gaming, I think she would actually be a different person. So I shall put the link down below because it's a nice little video to watch. Take you 2 minutes, you make you smile, and that is pretty much it. So bringing on to the question of the week is simply, with the new news of getting more games for the Wii U, if you are a person that has not purchased a Wii U yet, has this new news made you go, I might actually purchase one? Or are you still sat back going, I need more Nintendo before I can give you my dollar? So that's it, guys. Sorry it's been short and sweet, but like I say, I've got a lot to crack on with, so I thought a short one's better than no one. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Cheers.